answer of the game is sponsored by
Supreme Court Children's Vitamins. There may not be a lot of vitamins in hamburger, but there are plenty of vitamins in Warren Burger.
Looking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Why not try Foodies in a Half Shell? Given the dietary habits of tortoises, what would the Teenage Mutant Ninja Tortoises most likely order at Pizza Hut? A Super Supreme Pizza, Meat Lovers Pizza, hold the pizza meat only, a Veggie Lovers Pizza, or no pizza, just a 2-liter of Coke? Want to see the right answer? Unlike turtles, most tortoises are herbivores, meaning they only eat plants. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Tortoises would probably order the Veggie Lovers Pizza. Also, and I've done some research on this, very few tortoises are actually ninjas. This pizza has the wrong answer baked right into the crust. But your supreme mistake has brought you a supreme reward because you've just won Supreme Court Children's Vitamins. Nothing keeps children happy and healthy like John Roberts, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and Samuel Alito. This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Fistable Bowling Equipment, Inc. Bury yourself in your ball, right up to your wrist. Fistable Bowling Equipment.
How about Girl Got Issues? If Joan of Arc revealed her visions on the Dr. Phil show, what would he tell her? Let's get real, you don't really want to kill your dad. Maybe the dragon you're really afraid of is you. Talking to saints is just one tool from the religious shed. Or, get your head out of the gutter. Hello! One right answer coming up. Joan of Arc claimed to hear the voices of Saints Michael, Catherine, and Margaret, which persuaded her to save France from the English attempt at conquest in the 100 Years' War. But Dr. Phil only answers to one voice, and that's Oprah. No, her head wasn't in the gutter. And you know what else is never in the gutter? A one-hole Fistable bowling ball. Just like the one you just won from Fistable Bowling Equipment, Inc. Because when life gives you a 7-10 split, you should fist it hard. This wrong answer of the game got you $4,000. Nice job. What else is new? And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Buoyant Baby Water Cribs. Because waterbeds aren't just for bachelors from the early 80s anymore.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me and my mind.
Let's try a fun string theory question. Which of these children's string games would the girls in the Crucible be suspected of playing? Cat's Cradle, Apache. Why didn't you pick this? The Crucible by Arthur Miller is about the Salem witch trials. Man, it must have been crazy to live in a time where everyone was really paranoid and suspected every other person of being a terrorist. I'm glad we live in today. No, and cats don't belong in a cradle. But you know what does? Water, like in a water crib, just like the one you won from Buoyant Baby Water Cribs. Buoyant Baby Water Cribs. Your baby will drown in comfort. This wrong answer of the game is worth $8,000 for you. Nice job. This way I can give you my full attention. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Fatmouth Fascist Fish, the animatronic fish that's sweeping the nation. He sings, he moves, he hates democracy. Fatmouth Fascist Fish.
Looking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Here's one for you. Don't eat the brown aspic. Which of these jam bands is singing a song about jam? Moe's singing My Mashed Fruit, Pulp and All. Widespread Panic singing I'll Heat You to a Paste. The Grateful Dead singing Fruit Juice, Gel of Love. Or Fish singing You're Bitter. Were you thinking of this one? Jam is made of fruits mashed whole, whereas jelly is made of fruit juice. Marmalade is often bitter, and Jell-O jigglers jiggle. So why is it when you're hanging outside a Mo concert, all you can find to eat is a sandwich made of organic mushrooms, hemp, and 7-grain bread? That was a fishy answer. So here's something fishy in return. Your very own fat-mouth fascist fish from the annoying animatronic fish company. Because if you hang it up on a wall, it should talk. This wrong answer of the game nets you a handsome $8,000. Yeah, you're welcome. Go through all the effort. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
Fashion Barrel Barrelware. Comfort, freedom, style, and the faint smell of pickles. Wear your wood well.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, I'm not nice.
And now, I'd like to make a reservation for 6.3 people, please. Based on the average household size in the United States, what might you expect to hear at one of these restaurants? Table for 2.6 at the Cheesecake Factory, table for 2.9 at Red Robin, table for 3.2 at Denny's, or table for 3.5 at Cracker Barrel. Smart people choose this. The average American household is made up of 2.6 people, give or take an arm or a torso. Though if you base it on weight, that number increases significantly after eating at Cheesecake Factory. You're wrong! Wow, that was a lot more fun than a barrel of crackers. And speaking of barrels, you want a designer barrel courtesy of our sponsor, Fashion Barrel Barrelware. You're going to like the way you look. In a barrel, I guarantee it. In a barrel. This wrong answer of the game comes with a bundle of cash worth $8,000. Congratulations. All over again. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Romantic Clip Tandem Toenail Clippers. Because the couple that clips together stays together.
Everybody quattro! Everybody quattro! Hey!
Coming up next, getting shot with a t-shirt gun. If the mascot for the San Jose Sharks wanted to mirror the feud in West Side Story, what team would he taunt with vicious finger snaps? The Houston Rockets, the New York Jets, the LA Clippers, or the Indiana Pacers? Allow me. The Jets are the rivals to the Sharks in West Side Story. So while it would be weird for a hockey mascot to taunt a football mascot, you can't always predict hate. But for the sake of innocent civilians, hopefully the mindless violence wouldn't escalate to drive-by dancings. You just clipped yourself. But you know what can clip yourself and a significant other? A tandem toenail clipper, just like the one you won from Romantic Clip Tandem Toenail Clippers. Because you can't spell cuticle without cute. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a tidy $4,000. There you go. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Granny's Roach Butter. Slow churned, down home, authentic roach flavor and love.
Try this on for size. Honk if horny. If car horns only played songs that came from the same country as the cars were originally manufactured in, which horn would come with the BMW? Horn 1, La Cucaracha? It was begging to be picked. The BMW and the Christmas song O Tannenbaum are both German. I'm not sure what country my car is from exactly, but based on the horn, it's wherever that I'm a Barbie Girl song was recorded. BMWs probably wouldn't play a Spanish song like La Cucaracha. But since La Cucaracha means the cockroach, it is a song you might want to play while enjoying a year's supply of Roach Butter from Granny's Roach Butter. Only Grandma has the loving patience to milk a roach. You'll be happy to know this wrong answer of the game comes with $4,000. Congrats. Would you just get out of prison? And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Brown Anna Banana Toasters. For a perfectly toasted banana the first time and every time. Say, nice banana.
And now, I love you, Meth Cooper. I've been watching that AMC show Breaking Bad about a high school chemistry teacher who uses his science powers for evil by manufacturing drugs. And speaking of chemistry, the title Breaking Bad contains several chemical symbols such as Br, K, N, and Ba. So now it's time for a chemistry pop quiz. Which of those symbols have I matched with the wrong name? Bromine, Br, potassium, K, nickel, N, or barium, Ba. I so wanted you to pick this one. N stands for nitrogen. Nickel is Ni. Chemistry was never my strong suit in high school. And by that I mean I didn't have chemistry with anyone of the opposite sex, or the same sex, really. No, for some reason, K is the symbol for potassium. Just like there's an abundance of potassium in bananas, which will go great with your brand new banana toaster from Brown Anna's Banana Toasters, because bananas were never meant to be eaten at room temperature. Today's wrong answer of the game brings you an extra $8,000. Surprise. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Hop-along Harry's One Leg at a Time Pantorium. If you've only got one leg, you've only got one option. Hop-along Harry's.
Open wide for... I said help, not kelp. Who could really use a hand? Luke Skywalker, Lord Voldemort, Bazooka Joe, or Captain Ahab? Time's running out. No, I'll get this. If you remember, Luke lost his hand in episode 5 when his dad cut it off with his big flashlight sword thingy. So he could really use a hand. Sure, Luke eventually got a prosthesis, but it never felt quite right. Why? Well, he just couldn't put his finger on it. No, Captain Ahab could use a leg. You know what else he could use? A stylish pant, like the one you've just won from Hop-along Harry's One Leg at a Time Pantorium, your one-stop shop for fine pants and slack. Today's wrong answer of the game gets you another $8,000 on top of your current score. Sweet. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Bloodco. All your blood needs without the mess and fuss. Any type, any thickness, any gender. Bloodco.
Here's one for you. Undead Anatomy. Which of these movie monsters is truly heartless? The Mummy, Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, or the Wolfman? Time's a-wasting. Let me show you something. A mummy's organs are removed and placed in jars during mummification, so the mummy would not have a heart. Though mummification was perfected over thousands of years, the Egyptians always had difficulty removing the water on the knee without the tweezers touching the metal sides of the game board. Then what is that red stuff shooting out of his chest when he gets a stake in the heart? What is it? Why, it's blood, of course. You just won blood from Bloodco. We have blood. Why do you need to know where it came from? Today's wrong answer of the game earns you $4,000. Enjoy. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
Country Charm Indoor Outhouses. All the convenience of an indoor restroom with all the charm of crapping through a wooden hole.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Take a stab at Lady Luck is a dirty tramp. Which casino game takes a lot of balls to play? Roulette, Keno, craps, or Baccarat? Oh, you're gonna kick yourself. Keno is a game of chance similar to Lotto that uses 80 balls circulating in an enclosed bubble, so it takes a lot of balls to play it. When playing Keno, it also helps to have a really big sack to put your winnings in. Well, you just took a crap on this question. But you know where you should have taken that crap? In an indoor outhouse, just like the one you won from Country Charm Indoor Outhouses. Take care of your business in complete comfort while maintaining that uncomfortable feel. This wrong answer of the game has netted you an extra $4,000. Congratulations. But you already know that. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Girly Drink Supply Warehouse. When a blue drink in a flamingo tumbler isn't enough, add some plastic.
It's time for this, that, and the other question. Who is the eponymous character on Seinfeld? George, Jerry, Elaine, or Cosmo? This would have worked. The character Jerry's last name is Seinfeld, making him the eponymous character in the show. Another word for this is titular. He's the titular character in the show. And speaking of titular, he's real and he's spectacular. No, Kramer wasn't the right answer. But a Cosmo might be the right drink for these assorted tiny umbrellas you've just won from the Girly Drink Supply Warehouse. Assorted tiny umbrellas keep your wet drinks dry. This wrong answer of the game has earned you $4,000. Don't spend it all in one place. Try not to be frightened. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
You've got Gallstone Jewelers. Because sometimes love hurts.
Hold me, never let me go. Am I dreaming?
Here's a good one. The naming of the shrew. Who has a name that does not claim to identify where they're from? Leonardo da Vinci, Charles de Gaulle, Milhouse Van Houten, or Pepe? Watch how easy this is. Da, de, and van all essentially mean of or from, but le just means the, as in Pepe the Pew. Which leads me to the timeless question. Would you rather smell the pew or smell of pew? No, that roughly translates to Charles of or from Gaul. And speaking of things made of or from Gaul, you've won a necklace made of fabulous gallstones from You've Got Gallstone Jewelers. These stones have passed straight from someone's body and into your heart. Today's wrong answer of the game is accompanied by an $8,000 cash bonus. Have at it. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
What a Prick Cactus Company. The plural of cactus may be cacti, but our focus is on cact-you.
I call this one, You Can Olympic Your Nose. Which of these events might occur if the Olympics were held on Olympus Mons? A biathlon through the Gobi Desert? Figures. The correct answer is Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the solar system, is located on the surface of Mars. Olympic mountain biking. I know I look forward to it every 4 years. Olympus Mons is not in the desert. But speaking of deserts, you've won your very own albino cactus from the world-famous What a Prick Cactus Company. The only thing green will be all of your friends with envy. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a whopping $8,000. Enjoy. Facebook friend. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Rug Munchers Dietary Flooring. We put a whole new spin on the 5-second rule.
Let's try a racy sport. Suppose Speed Racer enters a NASCAR race. If he receives the black flag, what should he do? Go to slow pace, Speed Racer, go! Go pull over, Speed Racer, go! Go floor it, Speed Racer, go! Go in reverse, Speed Racer, go! Let me show you something. A black flag means the driver needs to pull over into the pit, usually due to a rule violation. Not positive it's a rule violation, but I'm pretty sure it's not a good idea to have a monkey in the passenger seat of a Mach 5 car. No, he shouldn't floor it. But you know who should floor it? You! Because you just won some edible carpet. Compliments of Rug Muncher's Dietary Flooring. With more fiber than your morning cereal, it'll keep you regular. This wrong answer of the game just got you an extra 4,000 smackers. Congratulations. It's gonna be a party. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Grin toothpaste kegs. Squeeze from the bottom? Screw that. For best results, pump from the top.
I call this one 20,000 Leagues Under Admission Requirements. If the Justice League had a superhero student exchange with the Ivy League, which of these superheroes would be taking advantage of the program? The Flash studying physics at Penn State, Wonder Woman learning Greek at Colgate, Batman One right answer coming up. Dartmouth is one of the 8 universities in the Ivy League. Some of the lesser superheroes didn't qualify for the exchange program, but Aquaman found a really great male correspondence course in locksmithing. Colgate? I think you've developed a cavity between your ears. But luckily, you can brush off anything ruining your buzz with a toothpaste keg. From our wrong answer of the day sponsor, Grin Toothpaste Kegs. Putting the party in your mouth since 1901. This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done. Much more fun. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Digitensils Electronic Utensils. Say goodbye to analog food consumption. Say hello to Digitensils.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Let's try Geck of the Morning to you. Imagine that the Geico Gecko saved so much money on car insurance that he quit show business. What would he be able to do at his retirement party? Kiss all the ladies with his forked tongue? Breathe with guilt? Smart people choose this. Although they don't have forked tongues, gills, or poisonous bites, geckos do have adhesive pads on their feet for climbing. Very few, interestingly enough, walk on their hind legs, speak, or give a shit about car insurance. Geckos do not have forked tongues. But speaking of forks, you've won an electronic spoon from Digitensils Electronic Utensils. Take the manual labor out of your meals. This wrong answer of the game is worth $4,000. Congratulations. Did you get stood up again? And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Crazy Eddie's Discount Amoebas. Why pay too much for something so little?
Why not try hot body language? Based on his discovery, what pickup line would Joseph Henry most likely use on a girl he's interested in? I'd like to ride your Pony Express. I've seen you telegraph me signals all night. I'm a man, you're a woman. Let's face the facts. Or, I lost my cell number. Can I have yours? Oh, honestly. Joseph Henry was credited for developing the telegraph in 1831. And if you thought sexting was racy, you should have heard what they sent back then. Whoa! That is rated NC-17. No, he wouldn't have access to his cell. But you know who does? You, because you just won an amoeba from Crazy Eddie's Discount Amoebas. Life is complicated. Your pets shouldn't be. This wrong answer of the game got you $4,000. Nice job. Yeah, I know how you feel. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
The Insincere Greeting Card Factory. Because you totally deserve the very best. Next.
There's no Siegfried Fischbacher in Team. Being part of a famous duo like Simon and Garfunkel or Tegan and Sarah must be tough. They must want to yell, "I am an individual and not just part of this machine." Which of the following would be accurate if one of the duo's members insisted on using his full name? Brooks and Ronnie Dunn, Cheech and Jackie Chong, Penn and Brad Teller, or Hall and Mark Oates? Here's what a right answer looks like. The country duo Brooks and Dunn is made up of Kix Brooks, seriously, and Ronnie Dunn. I've always been a solo performer, but I did briefly do a show called Cookie and Cream. I wasn't part of a duo, it was just me dancing around in whipped cream. Hey look, I had to pay my way through college somehow. Nope, Daryl Hall performs with John Oates. But that Hall and Mark combination does work when talking about greeting cards. Get it? Hallmark? And you've just won a love coupon from the Insincere Greeting Card Factory. Gifts for when people care just enough to do the very least. Try our massage coupons and free hug coupons today. Today's wrong answer of the game is accompanied by an $8,000 cash bonus. Have at it. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
Dick's Dickies. Don't trust your Dickie to just anybody. Trust Dick with your Dickie.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, I'm 99.
Why not try? Books have 'em big words in 'em. Which best-selling children's book can be considered an epistolary book? Fun with Dick and Jane? I so wanted you to pick this one. An epistolary novel relies on a series of correspondence, usually in the form of letters, or sometimes diary entries to tell the story. So if Random House were to somehow get their hands on my life's correspondence with Coolio, it would also be classified as an epistolary novel. Dick and Jane doesn't fit. But you know what always fits? A brand new Dickie compliments of Dick's Dickies. The comfort of an ascot meets the character of a turtleneck sweater. Who can resist? Dick's Dickies. This wrong answer of the game nets you a handsome $8,000. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, well, wouldn't be the first time. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Magic Pudding. A magician never reveals his secrets or nutritional information.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, I'm 99.
May I introduce Show Me Your O Face. Which company's brand name is not spelled with a negative O? Jell-O? Here's what you meant to pick. Brillo, the company that makes Brillo pads, is just spelled Brillo, no dash. But I really love Brillo. It's a product I use. How else do you think I keep my skin so blemish-free? Ah! Yeah, that looks good. Ah! People who choose wrong answers don't get any pudding. Unless you pick the wrong answer of the game, and then you get Magic Pudding! Yes, you've won some Magic Pudding brand pudding made by the pudding magicians at Magic Pudding. Warning, Magic Pudding is meant for entertainment purposes only. Magic Pudding does not in fact contain any magical properties. Magic Pudding cannot make you fly or read minds. In fact, Magic Pudding doesn't even taste very good. Consult a doctor before eating Magic Pudding. This wrong answer of the game is worth $8,000 for you. Nice job. You know what that means? And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Ted's Drop Dead Gorgeous Body Bags. For that longer lasting last impression.
Blood and chickens picking out of me. Guess I'll marry 8.
This one's called I Don't. If TV's The Bachelor surprised his one true love with a trip to the wedding invitation store, which of the following acronyms might the couple come across? WTF, STD, SOL, or DOA? Smart people choose this. Save the dates. The first wedding invitations that are sent out are somehow commonly referred to as STDs. I can't tell you how many STDs I've acquired over the years. Oh well, maybe someday I'll be the one giving the STDs. Oh, this answer is dead on arrival. Just like the designer body bag you've just won from Ted's Drop Dead Gorgeous Body Bags. Because form follows function, but fashion follows you to the grave. This wrong answer of the game comes with a bundle of cash worth $8,000. Congratulations. Have to do all the heavy lifting. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Reformed Robots House Cleaning Company. They've been reprogrammed to do no harm and to do your windows.
Up next, question number 5. A lot of people consider Lou Bega to be a one-hit wonder with his song Mambo No. 5, but I have to disagree. It's only been a little over a decade since the song came out, people. There's still plenty of time for him to have another hit that sounds vaguely like his first. So, if Lou Bega wrote a song about all the dancing girls he met in Brazil, what would it be called? Cha-Cha No. 5, Salsa No. 5, Samba No. 5, or Rumba No. 5? It's so obvious. The samba was developed in Brazil in the 19th century. So the next time you go to Lowe's, be nice to the cashier, because he may just have another hit on the way. No, this would be the robot vacuum dance, and this robot isn't going to help you. But you know what robot will? A reformed evil robot, just like the one you won from the Reformed Robots House Cleaning Company. The only mind they'll be blowing is your figurative one due to their exemplary service. This wrong answer of the game has netted you an extra $4,000. Congratulations. At least you won't come in second. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Salvador's Unnecessary Animal Hybrids. Giraffe frogs and rhinoceros on sale now.
Here's one I like to call Dr. Person, Medicine Person. Which of these doctors might be called if the ghost of Doc Holliday were haunting a Wild West ghost town? Dr. Zhivago, Dr. Venkman, Dr. Faustus, or Dr. Moreau? Time's almost up. This would have worked. Dr. Venkman is one of the main characters in Ghostbusters. You could also call TV's The Ghost Hunters, TV's The Ghost Whisperer, or of course, TV's Scooby-Doo. No, Dr. Moreau lived on an island full of interesting animal hybrids like a hyena swine and a leopard man. And you know what else is an interesting animal hybrid? A pigwoat, just like the one you just won from Salvador's Unnecessary Animal Hybrids. Salvador's Unnecessary Animal Hybrids, turning necessary animals into superfluous freaks since 1934. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a tidy $4,000. There you go. Wouldn't be the first time. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
No surprise, Jack in the Boxes. You will be notified in advance how and when the Jack will come out of the box.
Looking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Up next, what's inside Richard Hatch? Okay, I know Lost has been off the air for a little while now, but I keep rewatching the DVDs because I still don't understand what happened. What the f***? One question. Why did the writers write so many British characters? Charles Widmore, Eloise Hawking, Desmond, Charlie? Is it because people with British accents sound more mysterious? Anyway. Which Lost character is not doing something British? Jack Shepherd eating shepherd. Want to see the right answer? Munster cheese, smoked or not, is actually an American cheese. It originated right here in America. This just reminds me the smoke monster never even had a name. Unless there are clues hidden in the show to the smoke monster's name. I guess I'm gonna have to watch all the episodes again. Surprise! Jack is wrong. But if you hate being surprised by a Jack, you're gonna love your brand new No Surprise Jack in the Box from our wrong answer of the game sponsor, No Surprise Jack in the Boxes. If you love children's toys but hate sudden movements, then this No Surprise Jack in the Box is for you. Today's wrong answer of the game gets you another 8,000 on top of your current score. Sweet. Come on. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
The Owensville High School Lost and Found Outlet Store. Unclaimed items, discount prices.
Hold me, never let me go. And my dream questions.
Next, Madden is hell. If John Madden could only announce primetime football games using only prime numbers, what score could he announce? 9-12, 24-13, 31-17, or 41 Here's where the money is. 31 and 17 are both numbers that are only divisible by 1 and itself. Therefore, they're both prime numbers. My dad had a similar disorder, except he couldn't say the words son and love in the same sentence. 9-12? No, those are the grades of high school, grades 9 through 12. And you know what that means? You've won a 1994 Owensville High School letter jacket with the name Mike on it from the Owensville High School Lost and Found Outlet Store. Because someone's personal memories are lost until you find it. Today's wrong answer of the game brings you an extra $8,000. Surprise. To be frightened. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Fat Jim's Weasel Jerky. Now with 50% less hair.
May I introduce... I'm self-conscious about my Harry Potter. Which of these Harry Potter characters has the least melanin in his hair? Albus Dumbledore, Rubius Hagrid, Sirius Black, or Ron Weasley? Now pay attention. Dumbledore has white hair, which is caused by the absence of melanin. I'm sure he could just create a spell to darken his hair, but he's probably afraid he'll just end up looking like one of the guys from ZZ Top. No, Weasley isn't right. But you just weaseled your way into winning a generous supply of Weasel Jerky from Fat Jim's Weasel Jerky. It's technically edible. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a whopping $8,000. Enjoy. Enjoy playing along. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Bernie's Baby Browning Tanning Beds. Get your baby beach ready today.
Take a good look at USA. The network's so great they named a country after it. USA Network's slogan, "Characters Welcome," really confuses me. Am I the character and I'm welcome to watch the network? In which case, thank you, USA. Or are there characters on their shows and I'm not the character, and does that mean I'm not welcome? I wonder if they could make it more confusing. Suppose the USA Network changed their slogan to "Characters based on other fictional characters welcome." Which of these shows would they air? Burn Notice, House, Monk, or... Watch how easy this is. Dr. Gregory House's character is based on Sherlock Holmes. You know, the detective. Also little known fact, Jack Bauer from 24 is loosely based on Winnie the Pooh. Think about it. Oh, you just got burned. And now, so can your toddler or infant. With a baby tanning bed courtesy of Bernie's Baby Browning Tanning Beds. Baby, say bye-bye to embarrassing diaper lines today. Today's wrong answer of the game earns you $4,000. Enjoy. Party. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Beautiful on the inside surgical artwork. Because real art takes guts.
Next. You can tell I'm acting because I'm yelling! You ever notice there are just some actors who tend to play the title characters in all their movies? For example, Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, Rambo, Judge Dredd, Tango and Cash. Anyway, in which Al Pacino movie does Pacino not play the title character? Scarface, The Godfather Part 2, Donnie Brasco, or You Don't Know Jack? Allow me. Al Pacino did not play Donnie Brasco in Donnie Brasco. Johnny Depp did. Which leads nicely into the question, will Johnny Depp ever play another character in a movie that doesn't involve him wearing makeup and a strange hat and standing in front of a green screen? Say hello to my little friend. And by little friend, I of course mean this. Medical procedure velvet painting from beautiful on the inside surgical artwork. You like scar faces, scar bellies, scar butts? You got 'em. It's art. It's art that produces scars. It's SCART. This wrong answer of the game just got you an extra 4,000 smackers. Congratulations. That's how I like it. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Potoman Toilet Ottomans. When pooping makes you pooped, relax with a Potoman.
Fucking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
This one's known as The Incredible Who? What might the Incredible Hulk yell if he started referring to himself by his real name? Leave the Tony alone! The John will smash you! Don't laugh at the Peter! The Bruce is mad! The correct answer is, the Incredible Hulk, when not green and angry, is known as mild-mannered Bruce Banner. There really are a ton of superheroes named Bruce. Bruce Banner, Bruce Wayne, Bruce Willis in Unbreakable. Bruce Lee is kind of a dead superhero. Bruce, Hornsby. No, his name is not John. But you know what you could use while going to the John? A beautiful new toilet ottoman from Potoman Toilet Ottomans. Put your feet up when you sit your ass down. Today's wrong answer of the game gets you another 8,000 on top of your current score. Sweet. Full attention. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
Mr. Cow's Presidential Grilled Cheese Sandwiches. These sandwiches were elected by the people to serve your taste buds.
Say hello to Antonio Banderas' sexy sauce-making machine. Suppose Zorro wants to make some orzo using his sword. Which TV infomercial product could help make the proper ingredients for Zorro's orzo? Jack LaLanne's Power Juicer, the Breadman Bread Machine, the Ronco Automatic Pasta Maker, or the George Foreman Grill? Next time, try this. Orzo is a rice-shaped pasta. So he could make some pasta, then slice it into tiny bits of orzo with his sword. I don't know, though. Last time I let Zorro cook for me, I pulled out a giant curly Z from my paella. You just got grilled. And when I say grilled, I mean grilled. Like this Abraham Lincoln grilled cheese sandwich from Mr. Cow's Presidential Grilled Cheese Sandwiches. Mr. Cow's, all your cheese sandwich needs in one online location. This wrong answer of the game comes with a bundle of cash worth $8,000. Congratulations. Get out of prison. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Rocky's Rodent Rockets. There's no time like the present to shoot your hamster into space.
Here's a good one. I cordially invite you to bring it on. Who dances in the most trashy way? The Rockettes, the Riverdance Company, Stomp, or New York? Were you thinking of this one? Stomp is a dance group known for implementing everyday items into their dance routine, including brooms, bins, and trash cans. I sat there for 2 hours, and honestly, I thought those people were stagehands cleaning everything up so the show could start. I was confused, but only because I thought I was in the theater that was showing puppetry of the penis. No, they just kick really high. And I know of another rocket that goes far up in the air. A hamster rocket, like the one you just won from Rocky's Rodent Rockets. Cause life is too short to spend spinning in a wheel. Use a rocket instead. This wrong answer of the game nets you a handsome $8,000. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for making us go through all the effort. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Bob's Knob Shop. The prices will have you slobbering over Bob's knobs.
Where's the Bob girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Let's try Museum of Ein Farts. Okay, enough childish humor. I can be sophisticated too. Which of the following natural landmarks is closest to MoMA, the world-famous Museum of Modern Art, home to important works by Van Gogh, Gauguin, Matisse, Cezanne, and countless others? Lake Titicaca, Big Bone Lick State Park, Nob Hill, or the Finger Lakes? Want to see the answer? The MoMA is in New York City, and the Finger Lakes are in upstate New York. Whew! If we get any more sophisticated, I'm gonna have to turn in my tuxedo t-shirt for a real-life t-shirt. Knob. No. But you're lucky I like saying knob because you've just won a bunch of knobs from Bob's Knob Shop. If you have knob needs, Bob's the man for the job. Enjoy Bob's Knobs. You'll be happy to know this wrong answer of the game comes with $4,000. Congrats. My Facebook friend. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Hawaii Hal's Lava Lamp Shades. We don't make your lava lamp, we make your lava lamp better.
Take a stab at Calcutta her a break. I miss Mother Teresa. She was always healing the sickly, feeding the hungry, and I like how she looked exactly like Yogi Berra in drag. That woman was a saint. In fact, if the Catholic Church decides to make Mother Teresa a saint using her actual first name, what will she be known as? Saint Helen, Saint Teresa, Saint Agnes, or Saint Ides? Want to see the right answer? Mother Teresa's real name was Agnes Gansha Bajaksu. Yeah, probably would have gone by Teresa myself. And the church really does think about marketability when they name saints. St. Francis of Assisi, one of the most popular Catholic saints, was actually born Frank Pudding Pop McDonkey Pants. Much like Mount St. Helens, this choice really blew. But want to know something that doesn't blow? Your new lava lampshade from Hawaii Hal's Lava Lamp Accessories. For when you want your mind blown, just not as much. Today's wrong answer of the game is accompanied by an $8,000 cash bonus. Have at it. Look how that turned out. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Shaggy's Roof Carpet. You'll never have to mop your roof again.
Everybody quattro! Everybody quattro! Hey!
This one's called A Medical Nightmare on Elm Street. Which of these frightening medical conditions would not cause Freddy Krueger to vigorously scratch himself with his finger knives? Psoriasis, shingles, eczema, halitosis. Why didn't you pick this? Unlike psoriasis, eczema, and shingles, which cause itching, halitosis causes bad breath. Although it's probably safe to say Freddy Krueger has also not brushed his teeth in a long time. Freddy would certainly be scratching with shingles. And speaking of things that are shingled, you've won roof carpet from Shaggy's Roof Carpeting. For gutter-to-gutter plushness, nobody beat Shaggy's. This wrong answer of the game has earned you $4,000. Don't spend it all in one place. Tell anyone I was here. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
The Internet, the book. 723 trillion pages for just $79.95.
Here's one I like to call Enter Sandman. If Spider-Man shared the exact same physiology with a spider, what would he rely on to hear the Sandman coming from behind him? His leg hairs, his web, his front teeth, or his ears? Let me show you something. Because they do not have ears, spiders rely on their leg hair to pick up vibrations around them. So with those blue tights, Spider-Man would pretty much be deaf.
Spider-Man, I've come to kill you.
What?
I said I've come to kill you.
Mildew? No, the web is not helpful here. But you want to know what the web is good for? The internet in book form. Just like the one you won from the internet, the book company. Because when the internet is in book form, you can read the internet anytime. You'll be happy to know this wrong answer of the game comes with $4,000. Congrats. All over again. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by...
It's never too late, adult orphanage. Just because they're not cute doesn't mean they're not lonely.
Here we have... If it's not Harry Potter, it's trash. Time to get trashed.
Looking through your trash bag. What's it say about you? Funky trash.
This trash seems to be coming of age nicely. Let's see what we got. The severed head of a pig, a pair of cracked children's glasses, and a broken conch shell. Looks like somebody's been recreating a famous novel in their spare time. Which novel is it? James and the Giant Peach, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Lord of the Flies, or Oliver Twist? This would have worked. A pig head on a stick, the glasses of the character Piggy, and the all-powerful conch shell are all important symbols in the classic novel, Lord of the Flies. I always thought that book was pretty anticlimactic. They just go out and buy some fly paper? Cheap. No, they'd need to get an orphan in there somewhere for it to be Oliver Twist. And speaking of getting orphans, you just got... a middle-aged orphan from the It's Never Too Late Adult Orphanage. Because the middle-aged need love too. This wrong answer of the game has netted you an extra $4,000. Congratulations. Real loud. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by...
Uncle Barty's Specialty Whoopee Cushions. That's how you know we're good.
Where's the bar, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
It's time for nights and daytime talk shows. Imagine King Arthur gets transported from his round table to the table on The View. Applying round table principles, who would be considered the head of the table? Barbara Walters because she's the oldest, King Arthur because he is a king, Whoopi Goldberg because she tells the best stories, or nobody because everyone's equal. Were you thinking of this one? The fundamental purpose of the round table is that no one man is head and that everyone has equal status. But King Arthur always gets to sit next to the guest, especially when a sweet dish like Richard Gere is on. Tasty. Whoopee! Oh, you got it wrong. I just like saying that. Whoopee! Just like I like to say, you've just won a silent but deadly whoopee cushion from Uncle Farty's Specialty Whoopee Cushions. The SBD is the only whoopee cushion that releases a fart smell instead of a fart sound. This wrong answer of the game got you $4,000. Nice job. Do all the heavy lifting. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
Ketchup, the baked bean sauce condiment. Winner of the best baked bean sauce condiment for 5 years straight.
Struggling through the mark with the sarsaparilla. For me, I'm 99.
Say hello to Rock Out with Your Spleen Out. Which of these bands' music would be, anatomically speaking, made of keratin? The Flaming Lips, The Shins, 9 Inch Nails, or the Black Eyed Peas? Next time, try this. Nails and hair are chock full of keratin. I have no idea what I do with 9 Inch Nails. Probably give myself extensive brain damage when I pick my nose. That answer was not Fergalicious. But it was Beanie, so get your mouth ready because It's ketchup, the baked bean sauce condiment. All the flavor of delicious baked beans without the unnecessary beans. You betcha, it's not ketchup. This wrong answer of the game is worth $8,000 for you. Nice job. But you already know that. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Buzzkill Bee Beard Trimmers. When you've got bees on your face, make sure they're in their place.
Fucking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Try this on for size. Skeletor sliced it into the sand trap again. If He-Man became master of the golf universe by winning the Masters tournament, what would he wear? Leather boots and a red jacket, a battle axe holster and a yellow jacket, a blonde wig and a blue jacket, or a fur Speedo and a green jacket? It was begging to be picked. The winner of golf's Masters tournament is given a green jacket. It's classy, really. Who wants a trophy or a plaque? If I ever start my own prestigious golf tournament, I'm going to give the winner a nice pair of slacks. Yellow jacket. That must sting. And what better way to take the sting away than with a bee beard trimmer courtesy of Buzzkill Bee Beard Trimmers. Who gets you that perfect just attacked by a swarm of bees look every time? Buzz does. This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done. What else is new? And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Ted's Wires. We don't sell anything but wires. So please stop asking.
And now, none of this news is fit to print. Have you ever heard of the 6 W's? The 6 one-word interrogative questions a journalist needs to know to get a full story? Well, if USA Today decided to hire one specialized reporter for each of the 6 W's of journalism, who would they not hire? A whoer, a wire, a witcher, or a hower? I so wanted you to pick this one. The 6 W's of journalism are who, what, where, when, why, and the tricky one, how. Okay, sometimes they're referred to as the 5 W's and an H, but as is the protocol in print journalism, accuracy goes out the window in favor of what sounds good. A wire? No, they definitely hire a wire. Just like you've definitely won some wires from Ted's Wires, your one-stop shop for wire enthusiasts. This wrong answer of the game is worth $8,000 for you. Nice job. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
I'm not dead. Coffins for the living. Why wait to be dead to live in comfort?
Hold me, never let me go.
Up next, I'm working on my resume this Sunday. If monster trucks wanted to advance their careers, which of these real monster trucks would need to crush the CFA exam? Undertaker, Bounty Hunter, The Broker, Defender. Here's what a right answer looks like. The CFA, or Chartered Financial Analyst exam, is something a broker would need to do well on. And I guess if it were looking for a job, then it would naturally log on to Monster.com. No, he could use an apprenticeship. You know what else he could use? A recreational coffin for the living, just like the one you just won from the I'm Not Dead Coffins for the Living store. Because who says you need to be a cadaver in order to be treated like one? Today's wrong answer of the game brings you an extra $8,000. Surprise. You get stood up again. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
The Red Council. From Rudolph to Russia, we are the Red Council.
Where's the bomb, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Here we have, and introducing Brad Zapp with the Son. Which difficult celebrity name have I misspelled? Jake Gyllenhaal, Shia LaBeouf, Scarlett Johansson, or Zach Galifianakis? Here's what you meant to pick. Shia LaBeouf is the only name here that is misspelled. Next up, how to pronounce Chew the Tell Giafor. Nah, that's spelled right. But before you start seeing red, you should know that picking Scarlet has won you the color red from the Red Council, because every other color sucks. This wrong answer of the game just gets you an extra 4,000 smackers. Congratulations. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
The Suitcase Suit Warehouse. Travel with only the shirt on your back and the many shirts folded and packed into that shirt.
How about the vinyl frontier? So, back in 1977, the Voyager spacecraft was launched into space to explore Saturn and beyond. On board was a golden record containing different kinds of music for anyone who discovered it to listen to. And there's a German academic who says he thinks that aliens may have hijacked the craft because it's sending strange messages back to Earth. I know! Anyway, considering the only rock and roll song included on the Voyager spacecraft's golden record, how might the aliens greet us? Imagine there's no heaven, Earthlings, and then die. Go, go, go! Take us to your leader, Johnny Be Good. Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace never. Or, we've taken the stairway to heaven to kill you all. One right answer coming up. Chuck Berry's Johnny Be Good is currently hurtling through the vastness of space. The most recent Mars probe was full of Metallica albums, but I think that was more a means of disposal. There are no Kansas songs on the Voyager Golden Record. But speaking of carry-ons, you've just won a suitcase suit from the Suitcase Suit Warehouse. You don't have to check your baggage because you are the baggage. Today's wrong answer of the game is accompanied by an $8,000 cash bonus. Have at it. I know how you feel. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
The Breast Vet Cosmetic Animal Enhancement. Because your pet deserves some heavy petting.
May I introduce your 4-foot grandma isn't very grand. You know, I expect a certain amount of excellence out of everything I do, everywhere I go. Yes, from now on, only the grandest things for Cookie Masterson. I'm only going to eat 100 grands. I'm only going to play Grand Theft Auto. I'm worth it. Which of these vacation destinations would be the least grand? Arizona's Canyon, Australia's Barrier Reef, Tennessee's Old Opry, or Wyoming's Teton? Why didn't you pick this? There's the Grand Canyon, the Grand Ole Opry, and the Grand Teton, but Australia's Barrier Reef is merely great. The rest of the world could learn a little something from America when it comes to naming things. Oh, Australia, you have a Great Barrier Reef? Oh, China, what's that? A Great Wall? Well, welcome to America where everything is mother***ing grand. Boom! You're welcome. No, Wyoming's Teton is a Grand Teton. And speaking of Tetons, that's the French word for the tip of a breast. And that means you've just won breast implants for squirrels from the Breast Vet Cosmetic Animal Enhancements. Give your squirrels the boost in confidence they so desperately deserve. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a whopping $8,000. Enjoy. Get stood up again. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Mama Leone's Pasta Beauty Parlor. We'll give your rigatoni the Rachel.
Scrolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, if I'm nine.
Take a stab at the City Beautificationator. If Governor Schwarzenegger wanted to make the City of Angels more angelic with pootie murals, what would you find throughout Los Angeles? Baby angels playing near Grauman's Theater? Warrior angels? Where's that confounded right answer? The pootie are those chubby, naked baby angels flying around in Renaissance paintings. And perhaps their sweet cherubic innocence will have a profound impact on the city during the 15 minutes before they're all tagged with gang signs. Angel hair? That's impossible. And in your pasta bowl, you'll find a pasta curling iron from Mama Leone's Pasta Beauty Parlor. Never have a dull, limp noodle again. Today's wrong answer of the game gets you another 8,000 on top of your current score. Sweet. Don't worry, I'm here. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Lawn Wax. Keep your lawn looking clean and smooth without the bumps or red marks.
Here's one for you. Look over there, suck-up. If the kids from the Animorph book series were to transform into animals that created a diversion whenever they were in trouble, what would they morph into? Pink flamingos, red herrings, blue whales, or white rabbits? Want to see the right answer? A red herring is an expression used when something draws attention away from the central issue. I just thought it would be funny to have red herrings be the actual correct answer to a question. Yeah, turns out it wasn't as funny as I thought. But hey, thanks for playing along. No, pink flamingos are used for lawns, not diversions. And you want to know what else is used for lawns? Lawn wax. Like what you just won from the Lawn Wax Company. Because when your lawn needs a landing strip, use Lawn Wax. This wrong answer of the game is worth $4,000. Congratulations. To be frightened. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Felt Up Hand Puppet Lube. Now with a tingling sensation to let you know it's working.
Hold me, never let me go.
Coming up. They gave Kenny a horrible disorder. You bastards! Which South Park character appears to suffer from hydrocephalus? Mr. Hanky, Mr. Slave, Mr. Hand, or Mr. Mac? Let me show you something. Hydrocephalus causes enlargement of the head due to excess fluid buildup, and Mr. Mackey has an enormous head. Hydrocephalus can be a serious condition, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be okay. No, Mr. Hand is a hand puppet. Which will come in handy with your brand new hand puppet lube from the folks at Felt Up Hand Puppet Lube. Goodbye chapping, never get caught red-handed again. This wrong answer of the game nets you a handsome $8,000. Yeah, you're welcome. Real loud. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Herbs. They are seriously, totally just herbs used for wholesome baking. We swear.
How about Baby made a mess in his portfolio? I don't think that E-Trade baby should be sitting around relying on somebody else to make a movie about him and get rich. I think he should just be investing in his own thrilling biopic. Suppose the E-Trade baby uses all his earnings to produce a movie remake. If it makes as much international box office money as the original, which film would be most profitable? E-Trade Baby Mama? Rosemary's E-Trade Baby? Three Men and It's so obvious. $1 Million Baby was outclassed by Three Men and a Baby in the US, but worldwide, $1 Million Baby crushed it with over $200 million in gross revenue. I would love to see a movie starring the E-Trade baby. I would also like to light myself on fire. Oh, bad investment. Maybe you were thinking about Rosemary and how you could use a bag of, oregano, courtesy of Herbs, spicing up your life one tiny baggie of herbs at a time. Today's wrong answer of the game earns you $4,000. Enjoy. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
Ultimate Control Remote Controlled Universal Remote Control. If you buy every bullshit tech device that hits the market, you should buy this one too.
Here's a good one. My teeth are falling out and everyone has dog faces. Oh man, last night I watched a movie and ate 3 boxes of toaster pastries, and as happens, I fell asleep and had the craziest dream. So in this dream, I was invited to a mysterious gathering during a thunderstorm at this mansion with all these strangers, except one of the strangers was my cat Poopsie, and one was my cat Mayonnaise. And my mom was there, but she was murdered. And we had to figure out which one of us was the murderer. The weirdest part of the dream is that there were 4 different endings. What could possibly be the movie I was watching last night? Click, Clerks, Clue, or Closer? Were you thinking of this one? Oh yeah, Clue. That was the movie I watched last night. I know it was just a dream, but I should probably call my mom and make sure she's all right.
I've been murdered! So I can't take your call right now. Leave a message after beep.
That's weird. No, that's the movie where Adam Sandler gets the crazy superpowered remote control. Sort of like what you're about to get, because you've just won a remote-controlled universal remote control from Ultimate Control Remote-Controlled Universal Remote Controls. Tired of using your remote control in person? Well, you're in luck, because now you can use your remote-controlled universal remote control. This wrong answer of the game comes with a bundle of cash worth $8,000. Congratulations. First time. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
New Planet Murder Supplies. Because the best murders are carefully premeditated.
Take a good look at avian bird funk. So maybe you've heard of the legendary funk band George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic. And if you haven't, just pretend that you have. It'll make you look cooler. If George Clinton wanted to incorporate a parliament of birds into his live show, what would be featured on stage? Funkadelic crows, Funkadelic owls, Funkadelic turkeys, or Funkadelic eagles? Here's where the money is. A group of owls is known as a parliament. Another group that should try this owl thing would be the Who. Who? That would be a Funkadelic murder of crows. And you're gonna love this to death. A murder-to-do checklist from U Planet Murder Supplies. For all your murdering planning needs, U Planet. Our savings are so suspicious, we need an alibi. This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Bedwomb Buddies Fetus Doll Factory. Just insert your fetus doll into the plush uterus accessory and watch her grow.
Everybody quattro! Everybody quattro! Hey!
Buck her up for The Uptight Love Boat. Which one of these movie titles contains roughly the amount of time it took the Mayflower to sail from England to America in 1620? 8 Crazy Nights, 28 Days Later, 9.5 weeks, or 9 months? It was begging to be picked. It took the Mayflower 66 days, or roughly 9.5 weeks, to land in America. And it only took nearly 400 years afterward for the ShamWow to be invented. No, that's the time it took a pilgrim to have a baby pilgrim. And you know what that pilgrim baby wish it had? A fetus doll! Just like the one you won from the Bedwomb Buddies Fetus Doll Factory. Because 9 months is just too long to wait for a doll. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a tidy $4,000. There you go. Just get out of prison. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Vitamin Holy Water. Made with the right vitamins and minerals to make you feel born again.
Here we have more garbage than meets the eye. If Transformers director Michael Bay only used the editing technique where overlapping images fade into one another during scene transitions, what would his Transformer name be? Jump Cutter, Cutaway, Cross Cutter, or Dissolver? Here's what you meant to pick. A dissolve is when one scene gradually blends into the next one. Another thing that dissolves in those movies are the rational plot lines. I think you're crossed up. You know what else is crossed up? The Vitamin Holy Water you just won from the Vitamin Holy Water Company. Vitamin Holy Water, the only drink fortified with vitamins and the Holy Spirit. This wrong answer of the game just got you an extra 4,000 smackers. Congratulations. Heavy lifting. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Loco Louie's Breakable Party Favors. On sale this week, ceramic water balloons.
Take a good look at. You're fired. Now marry me. On which special version of The Apprentice might Donald Trump ask contestants to perform a Trump marriage? The Pinata Apprentice? Oh, honestly. A Trump marriage occurs in the game of Pinochle. I think Trump's wedding vows sort of went like this. I promise that this is going to be the biggest marriage of all time. Really just a great, classy, super successful marriage that will tower over and dwarf all the other marriages. And it's really just going to be top-notch all the way. A Trump marriage has nothing to do with the pinata. But guess what you've won? A glass pinata from Loco Louie's Breakable Party Favors. Shoes, gloves, goggles, and helmet not included. You'll be happy to know this wrong answer of the game comes with $4,000. Congrats. Enjoy playing alone. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Nighttime Putty. Warning, do not use nighttime putty during the day, sunset, or sunrise.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Here's one I like to call, I would totally tap that word. I don't understand why people have those crazy smartphones with a full QWERTY keyboard built in. I don't understand it. I'm perfectly fine with my faithful old cell phone that's barely a step up from a landline. And anyway, I've got the hang of this one. I can text like a jackrabbit on it. For example, which of the following words can I spell on my phone using only one button? Struts, feeted, oops, or putty? Smart people choose this. I can spell the word feeted by hitting the 3 button 11 times. Hold on, I just need to text this girl I'm trying to get to go out with me. Just a sec. Let's see here. And where's the P? And now... forget this, I'll just fax her. 78889 spells putty. And you'll be texting all your friends about putty soon, as you just won some nighttime putty. It's just like regular putty, but for nighttime. Your late night buddy is nighttime putty. This wrong answer of the game is worth $4,000. Congratulations. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
Gas of the Sea, dolphin-fueled cars. Why wait millions of years for a dolphin to turn into oil?
It's time for But I Like My Kneecaps. Oh, hold on. Let me take this. Hello?
Yeah, hey, it's me. Where's my cabbage?
Oh, hi, Sling Jimmy. Cabbage? Oh, right, the money I owe you. See, I was gonna...
Look, I'll be there in a Howard. Have my cheddar, or I'll snip off your joystick.
Okay then. Bye, Jimmy. Oh, man. I innocently borrowed $200 from this guy named Slang Jimmy, and now he's coming by to collect the cabbage, plus 100% interest. Which slang amount should I have ready for him? 2 C-notes, 3 Benjamins, and 10 sawbucks, 10 Jacksons, and 3 Finns, or 20... Next time, try this. A Benjamin is slang for a $100 bill, and a sawbuck is a 10, so $200 at 100% interest. I owe him $400, or 3 Benjamins and 10 sawbucks. Maybe he'd be happy with a copy of You Don't Know Jack instead. I mean, he said something about snipping off my joystick, so he must like video games, right? He's gonna need a lot more than 3 fins. And speaking of fins, you know what you've just won? A dolphin-fueled car from Gas of the Sea Dolphin-Fueled Cars. It's transportation with a porpoise. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a whopping $8,000. Enjoy. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Chick of the Sea Mermaid Starter Kits. Now with your choice of seashells or double D shells.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
And now, never date a princess. Assuming it's true that gentlemen prefer blondes, which of these Disney dates would a gentleman most prefer? A hot tub dip with Ariel? A magic carpet ride with Jasmine? A Wonderland? Player 2. Alice from Alice in Wonderland is the only Disney lady here who's blonde. But really, is it gentlemen who prefer blondes? Or is it more dudes? I think they should change it to dudes prefer blondes. And just give gentlemen their own phrase like gentlemen prefer monocles and chablis. Player 1. Ariel the mermaid is not a blonde. But speaking of mermaids, you've won some fresh and ready mermaid eggs from the one and only Chick of the Sea Mermaid Starter Kits. Strong, beautiful, and obedient. That's a Chick of the Sea mermaid. Now odorless. This wrong answer of the game has earned you $4,000. Don't spend it all in one place. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Jack's Bald Caps and Hairless Knickknacks. Because if you actually shaved your hair off, you might find something weird under there.
Here's one I like to call Misters of the Universe. Which Mr. has a Mrs.? Mr. Clean, Mr. Big, Mr. Echo, or Mr. T? Correct answer, show yourself. Although the others are bachelors, Sex and the City's Mr. Big has been married a couple of times, most recently to Carrie Bradshaw. Also married was Mr. Rogers. You never saw his wife on the show, but he always insisted that we just missed her. Mr. Clean is unattached, despite the fact that the ladies love his muscles and bald head. Just like how everyone will love this bald cap from Jack's Bald Caps and Hairless Knickknacks. Finally, a workable solution for those cursed with a full head of hair. This wrong answer of the game got you $4,000. Nice job. Party. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Lil Smacky's Candy Contraband. You can't get cavities if it goes straight through your veins.
Up next, tall, dark, and If you shopped at a specialty designer clothing store called Big and Tall and Polydactyl, what item could you purchase? Husky Levi's jeans with 3 legs, large 4-toe wide candy shoes, huge Were you thinking of this one? Polydactyly is a condition in which a person has more than 5 fingers or toes on a hand or foot. That happens to really complicate things when trying to give someone the middle finger. Looks like this little piggy had none. Or did it? You just won a candy syringe from Lil Smacky's Candy Contraband. Lil Smacky's Candy Contraband. We'll find your sweets while you find a vein. This wrong answer of the game has netted you an extra $4,000. Congratulations. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Mysterious Boxes Incorporated. Pacta sunt servanda, pulvis et umbra sumus.
Blood and chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Here we have partly cloudy with a chance of space battles. Sorry, just a second. I want to listen to this speculative fiction weather report.
The weather today calls for continued desert heat across the entire planet with a 0% chance of rainfall. Also, there's a giant sandworm warning until the foreseeable future.
What fictional planet was that weather report for? Hoth, Pandora, Arrakis, or Caprica? Player 2. Arrakis, the planet from the Dune books, movie, and miniseries, is a desert planet plagued by giant sandworms. I get all kind of weird stations with this satellite radio.
Overall, trading in Wonderland was down today on the heels of the Cheshire Cat failing to obtain bailout money from the Queen of Hearts.
Player 1. Now, that's the planet from Avatar that was named after the Greek myth of Pandora's box. And speaking of boxes that may or may not contain all of the world's evil, you've just won a mysterious box from Mysterious Boxes Incorporated. It's a box. Do whatever you want with it. But be warned, if you open it, there's an outside chance it may mean the end of the world as we know it. Today's wrong answer of the game is accompanied by an $8,000 cash bonus. Have at it. How that turned out. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Lube rats, gerbil, and rodent grease. Be sure to grease your gerbil every 10,000 smiles.
Coming up. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Hey, remember the miracle on the Hudson? You know, the hero pilot that landed U.S. Airways Flight 1548 right there on the Hudson River? It was like the ending to a Disney movie. I half expected animated bluebirds to show up and carry the passengers to shore. Anyway, that got me thinking. The lovable captain of the Miracle on the Hudson plane shares a nickname with which lovable Pixar character? The piggy bank from Toy Story, the head monster from Monsters, Inc., the lead rat from Ratatouille... No, I'll get this. You didn't sully yourself on this one. They're both nicknamed Sully. Captain Chelsea Sully Sullenberger and the monster James P. Sully Sullivan. They spell their Sullys differently, but the spell they cast on our hearts is the same. Rats are rodents, and they could sure make good use of your wrong answer of the game prize. Gerbil grease from Lube Rats, Gerbil, and Rodent Grease, because there's nothing worse than a dry rodent. This wrong answer of the game has earned you $4,000. Don't spend it all in one place. Anyone else here? And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Yellow Pages audio telephone books. It's never been easier to use a public directory recorded onto cassette tapes.
And on its way, Did You Know Jack? If we were playing a version of You Don't Know Jack in 1950, what would be the only feasible way you could send me your answer to this question? Call me on my toll-free 1-800 number, transmit your answer via your CB radio, email your answer to me, or post your answer to a BBS. Why didn't you pick this? The first CB radio was invented in 1945, so you would technically be able to call in your answer on a CB, good buddy. We'd play you a clip from the 1950s version of You Don't Know Jack, but it turns out there isn't a single question we can show that isn't incredibly politically incorrect. It was a different time. No one would have heard about toll-free numbers until the late 60s. But you can hear about all kinds of numbers with this. Your new telephone directory audiobook from Yellow Pages Audio Telephone Books. Let your fingers do the walking over to your audio device so they can press play and then you can listen. You'll be happy to know this wrong answer of the game comes with $4,000. Congrats. Know that. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Safety Co's Car Darts. Pacify your backseat drivers with a set of sharp projectiles. Safety Co's Car Darts.
Here's a good one. Philly Fanatic Filet. Suppose an NBA All-Star game didn't get catered and the players resorted to eating the team mascots. Which of these pieces of mascot meat could be served as a flank steak? The Sun's gorilla's chest, Benny the Bull's eye, Hip Hop the rabbit's shoulder, or Bank smart people choose this. A flank cut of meat is the abdominal muscles of the animal. Of course, if you're gonna eat a sports mascot, he's probably gonna taste a little gamey. Bullseye? Missed the mark on that one. But get ready to take aim with a brand new set of car darts, courtesy of Safety Co.'s Car Darts, now with even sharper darts. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a tidy $4,000. There you go. Coming second. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
High-end brand leather toilet paper. We put the assy in classy.
Take a good look at. I'd rather be an old maid than a young nerd. If you lost your regular card deck and had to play poker with Magic the Gathering cards, what would a full house look like? 2 Black Knights, 2 Fireballs and an Elvish Fury, 2 Shivan Dragons and 3 Grizzly Bears, 2 Hearts of Ramos, 2 Hearts of Bogart and 1 Heart of Light, or 3 Deliriums, a Throne of Bone, and a Void. Now watch how easy this is. In poker, a full house is 3 of a kind combined with 2 of a kind. But hey, why play poker when you've got Magic the Gathering cards, am I right? That's 7 to 12 consecutive hours of inconclusive gameplay right there. And you can still play tomorrow after you spend your entire allowance on even more cards. 5 hearts isn't a full house. 5 hearts would be a flush. Just like the exciting flush that will follow every use of your new leather toilet paper by high-end brand leather toilet paper, because your end is high-end. Today's wrong answer of the game brings you an extra $8,000. Surprise. Single player. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
Dr. Lenny's assorted pills. Some of these pills have to do something you need, right?
How about putting the gel in evangelical? So, you know these big mega churches with the rockin' blue jeans wearing, tattoo having preacher dudes that run them? There's one in my neighborhood that's always showing free screenings of these hip, action-packed religious movies. So I was wondering, if these mega churches lived up to their name, what would I see if I attended one of their free religious movie screenings? 100 people viewing Moses with 2 tablet PCs of laws? 100,000 believers witnessing God tase the infidel? Want to see the right answer? The prefix mega means 1 million, so a mega church would be packed to the hilt with 1 million mega churchgoers. My favorite part of that film is when Noah says, "I've had it with all these male and female motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane." There'll be more than that watching Moses and his tablets. And there'll be a lot more than 2 tablets for you, because you've won assorted pills from Dr. Lenny's Assorted Pills. Dr. Lenny says pills are medicine and medicine is good for you.
Dr. Lenny's pills are medicine and may or may not be good for you.
This wrong answer of the game is worth $4,000. Congratulations. That's how I like it. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Vance Van Van's Van Loft. You can't spell Vance Van Van without excellence.
Looking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
This one's called Fox News. Stop making sense. Which of the following is a talking head interviewing a talking head? Bill O'Reilly grilling Bono, Anderson Cooper questioning David Byrne, Greta Van Susteren talking with Michael Stipe, or Wolf Where's that confounded right answer? David Byrne was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band, the Talking Heads. I'd also like to see Glenn Beck interview Beck. It'd be fun to see who could out-crazy the other. Now, that would be a member of REM being interviewed by Greta Van. But you know what would be even Greta? If you won a new van. Yes, you've won a pre-airbrushed van from Vance Van Van's Van Lot. When you think vans, think Vance Van Van. Today's wrong answer of the game gets you another 8,000 on top of your current score. Sweet. Full attention. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
The Cloud Registry. It may look like a duck, but it's named after you.
Say hello to a classic piece of junk. I've been looking to buy a previously owned car, and I found that wherever the listing says a car is vintage, it usually means it has over 100,000 miles, or doesn't have a steering wheel. If CarMax started selling vintage cars instead of used cars, which of these popular vintage models would be the oldest and most vintage? A classic first-year Toyota Corolla, a first-year Ford Taurus in perfect condition, a fully restored first-year Dodge Stratus, or a rare first-year Honda Civic? No, I'll get this. Toyota Corolla was first manufactured in 1966, making this car the oldest and most vintage. And let me tell you, if you've never been in a 66 Toyota Corolla, the back seat rides like a dream. Stratus, get your head out of the clouds and put your name on them instead. With a cloud named after you from the Cloud Registry. Immortalize yourself in the sky until it rains. This wrong answer of the game is worth 8,000 bucks for you. Nice job. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Meow, inappropriate cat accessories. Because your cat has pissed you off for the last time.
And on its way, gentlemen like to be solicited. Which literary gentleman might receive a direct mailer for a gentleman's club if the mailer were sent to the Pemberley estate? Rhett Butler or current love interest, Mr. Darcy or current male protagonist, Heathcliff or current vengeful lover, or Ernest Worthing or other? Here's where the money is. Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy, the male protagonist in Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, lived at Pemberley. Did they even have gentlemen's clubs in 1800s London? Kindly remove your outer garments. Now would you please take off your foundation garments? Yes, quite lovely. Player 1. Heathcliff? Well, the cat's out of the bag. And so is its riding gear. You want a cat saddle from our sponsor, Meow, Inappropriate Cat Accessories. If your cat could thank you, it probably wouldn't. This wrong answer of the game nets you a handsome 8,000 bucks. Yeah, you're welcome. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Just Hair Superstore. We'll supply you with real human hair without asking any embarrassing personal questions.
Why not try Saturday Night Life? Which of these modern-era SNL cast members wasn't alive the Saturday night that Saturday Night Live first debuted? Seth Meyers, Kristen Wiig, Bill Hader, or Will Forte? Player 2. Bill Hader was born in 1978, 3 years after SNL's 1975 premiere. There are a couple other cast members who are younger than the show, but I can never remember their names. Girl who never gets in any scene, other girl who pretty much never gets in any scenes, and guy who mostly just raps. Player 1. Not unless Wiig is the only actress in history to lie about her age in the opposite direction. And speaking of wigs, you've just won a bag of hair from the Just Hair Superstore. Use it to make a wig, stuff a disgusting pillow, or just as a conversation starter. A bag of hair. Today's wrong answer of the game earns you 4,000 bucks. Enjoy. Heavy lifting. And our wrong answer answer of the game is sponsored by
Tootie's butt kazoos and anal instruments. Cleaning supplies sold separately.
Where's the bomb girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Next up, Where the Wild Things Are. Oh man, I love the children's book Where the Wild Things Are, but tell me this. If instead of Let the Wild Rumpus Begin, Max yelled, Let the Wild Ructus Begin, what would the new book be called? Where the Wild Farts Are? Where the Wild... It was begging to be picked. A ructus or eructation is a burp or belch. I learned how to burp on command when I was about 6, and it always makes me feel like a kid again when I do it. Ow! My hernia! And my acid reflux! Sadly, no. But since you're clearly a flatulence enthusiast, you've just won a Wazoo Kazoo from Tootie's Butt Kazoos and Anal Instruments. Because everybody's moon deserves its own tune. Tootie's Wazoo Kazoo. Just pucker up and blow one. This wrong answer of the game got you $4,000. Nice job. Wouldn't be the first time. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
Grammar Garments and Punctuation Pants Warehouse. You'll never have a period problem in our pants.
And on its way, chicken soup for the organs. If the eyes are the windows to the soul, what is your spleen? The vacuum to your blood, the garbage disposal to your intestines, the screen door to your gallbladder, or the attic fan to your colon? Why didn't you pick this? One of the main functions of the spleen is to clean your blood by removing particles of debris. And as I've learned the hard way, don't forget to change the bag every month or so. That colon answer blows. But luckily, you're about to look colon sharp in this brand new punctuation suit from the Grammar Garments and Punctuation Pants Warehouse. The best place to find a suit with a comma, colon, or question mark at the best prices. Period. This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done. Stood up again. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
The Grim Reaper Depot. Our prices are out of this netherworld.
Next. Everybody should have equal access to touch this. Based on the prominent symbol, which communist DJ would be best paired with MC Hammer to complete his next album? DJ Handsaw, DJ All, DJ Sickle, or DJ Scythe? Were you thinking of this one? The hammer and sickle make up one of the prominent symbols of communism. MC Hammer and DJ Sickle, too legit to quit the fight for the redistribution of giant puffy pants. That answer was grim. And so will be your next night's sleep, with your head relaxing on a Grim Reaper-shaped pillow from the Grim Reaper Depot, the harbinger of savings. This wrong answer of the game just got you an extra 4,000 smackers. Congratulations. Much more fun. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Cookie Masterson's eBay store. Cookie Masterson's horrible gambling debts can be your gain.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me, I'm 99.
Why not try error, question name file not found. In my free time, I've been learning some computer programming. Hopefully someday I'll be able to make my own game. It'll be a lot better than this one. Anyway, I'm having trouble coming up with tricks to remember what all the different file types are. What would be the best clue to help me remember what a jar file does? Cookie.jar, coffee.jar. Here's what a right answer looks like. Jar files are commonly associated with the application Java, as in coffee. And trust me, you're totally gonna want to play this game I'm gonna make. It's gonna be like Grand Theft Auto meets Call of Duty meets Animal Crossing. know, but I'm flattered you chose my name. And you should be thrilled too, because you just won Billy O'Brien. Compliments of Cookie Masterson's eBay store. And I just want to bet that I could actually get someone to take the damn dummy off my hands.
Hey!
Shut it, Billy. Today's wrong answer of the game is accompanied by an $8,000 cash bonus. Have at it.